Hi, my name is Ben West. I'm a campaigner for the Wilderness Committee. I came up here from Vancouver. We've just launched a new campaign trying to stop coal mining in British Columbia, and largely for the reasons that Arthur touched on related to climate change. And thank you so much for such a great presentation. Thanks to the organizers and thanks to everybody who came out. It's really inspiring to see this many people showing up at these meetings.
Carry on.
I think almost, Arthur, you're almost too kind to the Premier. Here we are in a province that, our Premier won an award in Copenhagen for being a leader on the issue of climate change. Yet most people don't know that we're one of the world's leading exporters of coal, which is, the movement around the world. People are saying, well, the leaders aren't going to do something about climate change. We are. And coal is the top thing on the radar of what needs to be stopped. Coal is the most carbon-intensive form of electricity. It's the most carbon-intensive fossil fuel. And yet here we are, trying to expand our exports in British Columbia. The mine that's proposed here, the Raven coal mine, I did a little back of the envelope calculation. And to create the same amount of carbon emissions, every person in Qualicum, every man, woman, and child would have to drive a Hummer on a return trip 100 times a year from Toronto to Vancouver. So and that's just this one little coal. So just to put it in perspective, we're talking about a pretty substantial footprint, for this project, and yet, here we are taking these awards and the accolades of being the province with the carbon tax. So I just want to say that it's not the environmental assessment that's going to stop this thing. It's the people in this room and it's the people who and it's really up to every person here to have a conversation with your friends and neighbors about why this is the wrong thing to do. Even if you're not concerned about climate change and you're listening to some of this stuff that makes you wonder whether it's really happening. There's plenty of evidence going back a long, long ways of why coal mines are bad for human health, they're bad for the environment, they're bad for us, and they're just not going to create the economy for tomorrow. So please do have those conversations, and just I want to ask Arthur the same question I've asked every time I've heard him talk, which is, people are going to hear a lot about clean coal. There's a lot of this PR and marketing about how much cleaner the coal industry's got, and I'm just wondering if you can explain a little bit about what that term really means and explain whether coal really has cleaned up.
Thank you, Ben. Ben was actually then and Stan, both with the Wilderness Committee, happened to be on Denman Island last night when we did this same presentation, and he asked the same question. So we're becoming a stage show here. Clean coal. I mentioned earlier that used the term clean coal earlier. It's an old industry term, and it is the conventional reference to the product that they get after they wash the run-of-mine ore. Clean coal. That's the marketable product that they get. But 10 years ago, 15 years ago, the industry knew that its reputation was just being smeared because climate change was we were becoming increasingly aware of that, and coal was finger pointed as the bad guy. So they hired PR firms and marketing agencies and rebranded their product as clean coal. So there's the one that the miners will use, clean coal, which is a useful term for what they're selling. But there's also the branding issue, which is the one that you'll hear the guys with ties using clean coal. They're talking about a branding name for their product. Like coal bed methane was rebranded natural gas from coal, that sort of thing. Rape is now canola, right? It's all rebranding, it's all trying to polish something up by renaming it. So that's that kind of clean coal. You see guys in suits talking about clean coal. Look behind the words